Okay, today we have here a 2001 Honda CBR 929RR. And I wrecked my bike maybe 5 years ago. I'm just not getting around to, putting the bike back together. I have a lot of work to do. Um, there was a lot of damage. Also, there was damage to my frame. So I will be replacing the frame, and that's what this video is about today. So, uh, I've already prepped the bike, and I will show you what was necessary to take a loose to perform this task of removing the frame. And here we go. First, I removed all of the plastic, as you can see from the bike. All of the plastic is removed. Um, Front tire has to come off in order to take the frame off. The rear tire is not necessary to take off, but it makes the job somewhat easier. And in my case, I will be replacing both rear and front rims. Um, in future videos, I will show you those uh, situations. Now, where I started on this motorcycle was after the plastic. I then removed the triple tree. The front stay has to come off by removing these two bolts here. You can see those two bolts. All of the intake plastic and coverings have to come off and be removed. The wiring harness. All of the electrical wiring to the rear of the bike, connecting the ECM and other electrical systems, which may include fuse box and starter relay. And if you have a power commander, you have to disconnect all of these things. Your ground wire here, bolts to that bolt right there. This may look familiar to some. It's the bracket that holds the gas tank in place with this bolt here. But it bolts to these two bolts here, one here and one here. So remove all of that, disconnect it, move it to the side, because you're going to need to have all of this stuff disconnected so you can lift the frame up and over all of this stuff here. See, mine is all disconnected already. See? So I'll be able to just lift the frame up. Once you do that, you can then move to frame slider, bolt here in the middle, rear bolt for the subframe. I don't know if you can see it. And these three subframe bolts. Also, your rear suspension bolt goes right here. I've already removed it, so you can see that. And another bolt here for the servo pump relay, or whatever it's called, goes here. Once you get all of those things done, you can then move to the last thing to remove, and that's the steering stem, and you have a bolt here, but this is the bolt that holds the triple tree, so this bolt should have already been removed. So once that's gone, you are then left with two bolts, and you have a washer in the middle between the two bolts. Once you remove those two, you will then have a bearing and a dust seal underneath that needs to be removed. Once you take these three bolts off, the forks will then fall towards the ground, releasing the frame. So at that point, once all of your bolts are disassembled or removed, you can then lift your frame completely free from the bike, which I will demonstrate in a second. Okay, all right.